The other day I was at the grocery store and it hit me. Normally I make my own pasta sauce. However, today I was trying to figure out what sauce I wanted to try because I'm making something quick for the wife and my son, and I didn't feel like making it from scratch. Then I realized there's a million options to choose from. So I figured this would be a good opportunity for me to review all of them so you know which one is best. Let's make it happen. All right, people, let's start the pasta party off with what we got? Ragu, kettle cooked, homemade taste, tomato basil. Now, when you're shopping for basically anything at the grocery store, the first ingredient on the ingredients list is basically the most prevalent thing in the recipe. So this one here is tomato puree, which is just water and tomato paste. This is probably a cheaper option, I would imagine, because they're not using real tomatoes. When I first started cooking, Ragu was my go-to option. I'm gonna taste it without the pasta first. We have 6 grams of sugar in here per serving, which is pretty steep. I tasted that right out of the gate. On a scale of 1 to 5, I'll give this a 3, especially for the value. Now, my pasta purists out there may disagree. But
how much do you think it costs?
If I had to guess, I'm going under $6.
$2.62.
262.
262.
Oh, that's value right there. Next up, we have the Pasta Queen. Shout out to her. Lovely young lady on the front. Ingredient statement, let's take a look. Italian whole peeled tomatoes, first ingredient. That means that this is of a higher quality, probably more expensive than the last one we just did. Tomato puree, onion, olive oil, salt, garlic, basil, black pepper, pretty standard stuff. Very, very thin. This one, the Ragu tasted better without any pasta. This one tastes better with the pasta. I'm going 2.8 on this one. $8.
$8, $6.47.
Shit. Let me know in the comments what your favorite or go-to pasta sauce is. Let me know if you like this style of content, if you want more stuff like this. Delrosso, Chef John's tomato basil. Ingredients, very bold. Anytime they're bold with the ingredients like that, they're proud of them. Italian plum tomatoes, citric acid, garlic, onions, all the good stuff. You remember people had sick rest of these stuff? Let's see what Chef John's got. It's got a more unique flavor. This one has 5 grams of sugar as opposed to 6. Tastes about the same from a sweetness perspective. A little lower on the sodium content. I think I'm gonna give this one a 3-1.
How much do you think it costs?
$7.
$5.99.
I'm not doing very good at the guessing. This is my all-time favorite right here. When I do reach for a store-bought, I typically go with Rayo's, but again, I don't do it often, so maybe I just don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So we're about to find out. Ingredients, we got first ingredient, Italian whole peeled tomatoes, olive oil, onions, basil, salt, garlic, pepper, oregano. That's it. No filler, no BS. Try not to be biased here. Let's see. That tastes homemade. Go 4.6.
Cost?
$10.
$8.79.
That's about right. Carbone. Carbone is a restaurant, very popular Italian restaurant that's based in Miami and New York. I believe they have it in Vegas, a couple other cities as well. Super popular. Drake's mentioned it in a lyric or two, and that has definitely helped them out. Although Drake is needing a little PR help right now these days. First ingredient, imported Italian tomatoes, whole peeled tomatoes, tomato puree, sea salt, basil, onions, olive oil, and garlic and oregano. Carbone in the house. Carbone at home. I went to Carbone in Miami. Wasn't that impressed. It was good. I mean, it was solid, but for how hard it is to get in there, there's a lot of better Italian restaurants in the world. I'm definitely getting the basil more in this one, and I'm a kind of a whore for basil. Let's see what we got. Let's go 3.6. 3.6.
Price?
$9.
So it's $8.49.
Classico. Now, when I used to work at BJ's, I used to steal, I'm just kidding. When I worked at BJ's, this was, you can get these in a 3-pack or a 4-pack. This used to be my go-to. This and Bertolli, whoever had the coupon that week, I will alternate. When I make my baked spaghetti, I eat that for like a week. one of these two would be my go-to options. Okay, this one has a whopping 8 grams of sugar. Let's see what we got. Classico, ladies and gentlemen. That is the exact flavor of the pizza sauce in the Lunchable pack. It's kind of good though, if we're being honest. It's sweet as hell though. Like it could be almost a dessert. That's too sweet. Yeah, I'll probably like this though. No offense. Just kidding. A little humor. $2.9 because it's just so sweet. $4.
$2.99.
$3. Taste how sweet that is.
Damn.
Sweet as hell.
Hella sweet.
Antonio Carlo. Handcrafted tomato basil marinara sauce. It's thin. First ingredient is vine ripened fresh plum tomatoes. And they got one of these little seals on there. All right, let's see what we got. I don't like that. Not my favorite. 4 grams of sugar, much lower on the sugar content, about the same. It's a little acidic, which is probably from the lack of sugar, but if they're using, you know, really good quality tomatoes, you don't need to use much sugar, if any at all. If you ever tasted a bay leaf, which you probably should just eat one, but if you ever like lick the juice off of one from something, that's kind of what that tastes like. I'm giving that a 1.6.
Price?
For this packaging, I'm gonna go $8.
Exactly.
Trash. Michael's of Brooklyn, fresh tomato and basil. And they put their ingredients on the front, which that takes balls right there. Tomatoes, fresh basil, fresh garlic, Italian olive oil, salt, black pepper, and fresh parsley. Nothing else. Oh shit. As soon as I start talking about my technique, I ruin everything. Little Coke Zero for the road. Very big on the basil flavor. It just punches you right out the gate. It's the second ingredient to it, and that makes sense. That's good. I'm a basil guy, what can I say? This might be the winner. I think we got 470 more to do, but it's making a good case. That's a 4-2. That's good.
Cost?
Cost, I'm going $11.
$9.39.
Most expensive one so far?
Yes.
Okay. Only 4 grams of sugar too. They did it right. They got good quality tomatoes.
Something healthy.
Bertolli. So again, it was between them and Classico. I will alternate back and forth, whoever had the best prices. 7 grams of sugar, 530 milligrams of sodium. Jesus. You said this is supposed to be healthy?
It's organic.
They fooled us. That tastes like it came out of a cardboard box. Oh. Man, I can't believe we used to eat this. Yeah, that's bad. That's awful. Sorry, Bertolli. I tried to big y'all up in the beginning. Ugh. I wouldn't eat that again unless I got paid. Prego, sensitive recipe, no onions or garlic. Thanks a lot, fellas. First ingredient, tomato puree with water and tomato paste. This one has 8 grams of sugar and 460 milligrams of sodium. No tomatoes and no onion and no garlic is crazy. All right, Prego, let's see what you got. Hell no. That's a 1-2. 1-2, T-O-O, 1.0.
Cost?
$2.
All right, $2.50.
What's the sense?
Huh?
What's the sense of that? No love.
Yeah, no onion, no garlic. Michelangelo's. They just throw an Italian name on the front. Like, oh, we'll get some sales with this one. Named Jeffrey or some shit. All right, 100-year-old recipe. Our sauce is made without tomato paste and no added sugar. We use only naturally sweet vine-ripened tomatoes, slow simmered with passion. Ingredients, tomatoes, onion, olive oil, basil, salt, garlic, spices. That's a flex. 5 grams of total sugar, 0 added sugar. All right, Michelangelo. One of my favorite Ninja Turtles also. I don't know how I feel about the consistency, but I'm picking up what they're putting down. That's good. Slow simmer with passion. This might be the one. That's a good jar of sauce right there. A little garlic bread. I'm going 4-3 Michelangelo's.
Cost?
$11.
$4.48.
$4.48? Somebody lying.
It's a steal.
That's a steal. That's the regular price?
Yeah. Very good.
They didn't even have to like sway me with basil.
Don't be upset.
Oh boy. Great value tomato, basil, garlic pasta sauce. It is liquidy. All right, first ingredient, tomato puree. Diced tomatoes, tomato juice, canola oil, and or soybean oil. What's the point of that? 6 grams of sugar and 420 grams of sodium. That's why it feels like my feet are starting to swell. They got the sugar in there trying to flirt with you a little bit, but it ain't good. Nah, the aftertaste is bad. 1.4.
Cost?
$2.
$3.
Prego tomato, basil, garlic. Tomato puree, first ingredient. Also has canola oil in it. 8 grams of sugar and 440 milligrams of sodium. Basil's in it, might have a chance. No good. Campbell Soup Company. Depending on how this next email comes, I might gotta recant this statement, but this is a 1.6. Got a little basil, got a lot of sugar, not a lot else.
Cost?
$2. $3.
You said $3?
$3.
$2.48.
Thought I had a lot of sauce.
Something that's healthy.
Dave's Gourmet, specialty foods. Roasted garlic and sweet basil. Gluten-free and vegan. They hitting you with all the buzzwords. Lots of ingredients on this mug though. Diced tomatoes, tomato juice, citric acid, onions, cane sugar, sea salt, roasted garlic puree. That's not a bad addition. Big chunks. Ooh. That's a 1. That's the worst one so far. I'm sorry, Dave.
Price?
It's organic, it's $7.
Exactly.
Lord's number, you got some nerve. Ugh, that's bad. Woo, I want y'all to try that one. That's gonna hit you as soon as you put it in. Well.
Wow. It tastes like cleaning product.
It's bad. Final 3. This is, I mean it. If you didn't cook with this, excuse me, I think I'm getting acid reflux, all this tomato sauce. All right, and we have the old world style traditional Ragu sauce, classic yellow label, very nostalgic here. Ingredients are limited. Tomato puree, soybean oil. Second ingredient, soybean oil on your pasta sauce is diabolical. Salt, sugar, dried onions, dried garlic, spices, garlic powder, onion powder. Yeah, we're at 7 grams of sugar and 480 milligrams of sodium. Passion is a buzzword that the pasta sauce people are using, I think, because it attracts the Italians. It's like Ragu. It's unoffensive. Like you're not gonna blow somebody's socks off with this. But if you got kids at home, and you're tired of hearing them run around screaming, you just need to put something on the table. This right here, been doing it for years. I love how it has a bunch of ingredients on the front pictured that aren't actually in the ingredients. They got basil, no basil in the list, in the ingredients.
And they use old world style.
Real tomatoes, no real tomatoes in here. So the picture is misleading. It's probably cheap. I'm guessing $2.50.
Yep,
$2.24.
$2.24.
But it's a workhorse and it's good for the kids. Well, not really good for the kids, but they'll like it. All right, great value organic. Mad ingredients: organic tomato puree, organic basil, cane sugar, yada, yada, yada. 5 grams of total sugar. Not too bad. Oh, Jesus. Damn it.
Made the whole video.
You never had nothing just explode on you like that?
Not in my line of work. I don't know what you.
Well, it ain't a pasta sauce video if you don't spill a little sauce. Let's give it a try. Better than the other one. That's actually kind of good. For sure, the best great value one so far, like by a lot. That's a 3-2 all day long. Twice on Sunday. I still got pasta sauce all over the place. You take this label off of there, people will never know. This might be your best value one. This, as far as like still organic, I mean, it's got not the best list of ingredients here, but anytime you see like soybean oil and canola oil and stuff like that on a pasta sauce, they're cutting corners. It should be olive oil, Italian olive oil.
This is the most expensive one.
Little Italy in the Bronx. New York's authentic Little Italy for over 100 years. Tomato basil, delicious Italian blend with San Marzano. San Marzano is a region that is known for their tomatoes. Very high quality product. Shouldn't need much sugar, if any. Probably no additional sugar in here. 0 additional sugar. Has 4 grams natural sugar. About the same sodium as everyone else. Nice label. I like the orange. San Marzano is a buzzword for somebody like me. If I see that on the label and I'm like, you know, shopping this, I would probably reach for this just to try it. Some shit coming out of there. I've never seen that before. All right, people. Last but not least. What's giving it the orange hint like that? That's good. Ingredients: Italian plum tomatoes, olive oil, onion, carrot. That's the orange. Carrot, sea salt, basil, garlic. So carrot is usually used to add some subtle like natural sweetness that kind of cuts a little bit of the acidity that you get. It's pretty good. You don't really taste the carrot. I could definitely see it. That's why I went back to double check the ingredients. It's good. I'm gonna give that a 3-3. Solid, very solid. Cost?
$10.
$10 even.
Yep.
That's about the top end you could charge for something like this. $10, maybe $12 if it's really like
Really good.
somebody, like if I put it out, it'd probably be about $12, $13. Good stuff though. All right, guys, that was a lot of fun. I think I have heartburn after eating all that pasta sauce, but I'm gonna go ahead and list all of my top 3 right here. So if you wanna give them a try, then you should. Let me know what you think about this type of content in the comments. If you wanna see more of this, we have plenty of it over at Make It Happen Media, my media page on YouTube.